God, you're here again? What, did the mic quality of the first video not scare you off? Well, while you're here, let me tell you a story. It won't be long, I promise. Norton Campbell, in the eyes of others, was always someone hard to deal with, whose emotions were as changeable as the weather. But all knew that he worked tirelessly to break free of his impoverished fate, and this intimidated them. When he fortunately survived a terrible mining accident, nobody came to hear out his experiences during the time. All they did was give him a few token words of comfort, and then they gave him a wide berth. Norton himself never once brought up the terrible experience again, only silently polishing the large chunk of magnetic ore he received in the accident into a tool for prospecting metals. Eventually, he gave up manual labor and became a prospector, but his personality became all the more extreme, at times gloomy and depressed, while at times explosively hot-tempered and avaricious. Rumor has it that the magnets disturbed his brain, or that terrible mining incident tangled him up inside. But one thing never changed. He was always sought out chances to change his own fate. When the invitation to the manor appeared before him, those incredible sums of wealth looked like him to his next stepping stone. Come on, how could a game be any darker than that mining incident? Whew, now that that's done, I can put out this fire. Norton Campbell has quite a few interesting abilities, so let's make this fast before the cops catch me. You didn't think I was out in the woods for fun, did you? Attraction is a passive which allows Norton to get a 50% speed boost for 2 seconds whenever he passes by a cipher machine or a locker, and triggers every 80 seconds. Which sounds neat until you realize that 90% of the time you start the game by going to a cipher machine, and now attraction is about as useful as that power director watermark sitting in the corner over there. Alright, now let's talk about something that doesn't give me migraines whenever I see it go off. Norton's outdoor skills. Outdoor skills boost the speed at which other survivors heal Norton, but that doesn't matter, because we're gonna kite for 3 minutes and never get hit at all. Norton, Kenny's you. Sorry about that, I don't know what came over me. Oh, look, a shiny rock. Anyways, let's quickly cover Norton's main downside so we can get to the real reason to play him. Norton's magnetic body triggers the cipher machine to have skill checks 50% more often and at 30% higher difficulty. A bit boring, but it works. Speaking of boring things, did you know that I write these scripts using Comic Sans? It doesn't really do much and it's kind of an affront to the eyes, but I like to imagine that if I ever work on a video with anyone else, it'd be funny to force them to watch me to write everything in Comic Sans, and spite like that really does make the world go round, doesn't it? Alright, settle in, this is a long one. Magnet, yeah I wish I had a cooler name too, is the main ability that everyone knows Norton for. Every 60 seconds, you get one charge of a magnet that you can throw out, and you can hold up to a maximum of 3 magnets. By tapping the little button next to your magnet, you can switch both yours and the magnet you throw's polarity between either positive or negative. I doubt you need me to tell you, but for those of you that failed middle school science, if you and another person with a magnet attached have opposite polarities, and you'll be attracted to each other, like how survivor mains like to imagine Norton is with other survivors. If you both have the same polarity, however, then you're repulsed so hard that you start flying away, like how I feel about other survivors. This is an absolutely golden ability, which can be used for rescues, kiting, and harassing. I don't really have anything snarky to say this time. This is one of my favorite abilities in the entire game, and I'd be lying if I said it was bad. So how are you, as a future Norton Campbell Kenny, supposed to play? First, let's talk about Persona, but don't worry, I won't make the joke again. You of course take borrowed time, after all it's only the best Persona in the game, and after that, well, the world is your oyster, to be completely honest. What, you want me to give you a real recommendation? Everything works on him. Flywheel effect is new, and everyone thinks it's amazing, and I guess I do too. It's a really nice dash in invulnerability, but I haven't really read all the new Personas yet, and I'm not doing it for a half-baked YouTube video. Honestly, I just want to see some variants from 39 to 36. But yeah, every final Persona works for him. Just remember to bring borrowed time, or you'll be laughed back to Dead by Daylight. Anyways, I should get going now. Crack dark calls, and I shall answer. Oh, and put the fire out for me, will you? If the police arrest me for arson again, I'll be in trouble.